You know, man, I don't know. I just don't know. I've got questions. Why are we here? Why am I alive? Why are new games so freaking empty? Well, I can answer only one of these, and that will be why games are empty. So, okay, Cyberpunk came out. Everybody was waiting for that game, dude. People were taking time off, thinking they'd be playing this awesome new game. Hype was through the roof, right? And now, I realized that I played Cyberpunk, I pre-ordered the game, and I played it on release. And I realized that new open world games, or at least the newer ones, are vast empty spaces of nothingness, with NPCs lazing around doing nothing, or pretending to be doing stuff, like playing the guitar or having a hamburger. Like, take Cyberpunk again, for example. What is there to do in the Cyberpunk world? Like, you can drive around, kill some people. The AI is horrendous though, and they won't react normally. You can shoot a cyber psycho, you can drive some more, do the main missions, and drive. I guess you can throw a grenade or two, and then drive some more, right? You can do some side quests, whatever. But hell, dude, we're talking about a dystopian world where everybody has guns, where you can die from a stray bullet, and you cannot go to the shooting range. Alright? You cannot go to the shooting range outside a 10-minute mission or a side quest, which most people, I'm pretty sure, will miss. Do you know when GTA 5 released on consoles? It released 2013 for consoles and 2015 for PCs. And you know what? I can do more in a 7-year-old game than I can in Cyberpunk. From shooting ranges, to jet skis, to a fucking triathlon, base jumping, and all of that is outside of the main story, where you can do heists, you can fly helicopters, whatever, dude. And heck, dude, do you know when San Andreas came out? 2004. I was 5 years old back then. 5 years old, and a game that is 16 years old now has more content outside the main mission, the main quest line. Drive helicopters, you gonna go to the gym? Sure, feel free to. You gonna get some food? It's your thing, pal. You wanna go to the shooting range? Right this way, sir. Yes, sir. There is a shooting range in GTA San Andreas, but there's not one in a game released in 2020. And, why are modern games so empty? Why? That's the question I have. And it's what I call an imaginary sandbox, right? You don't need to have fun. You just need to pretend to be having fun. And you know what's a prime example? Ghost Recon Wildlands. The game is really boring, dude. It's really, really boring. But Ubisoft said, hey, play with friends, and you can have your own adventures, you can have your own fun, create your own adventures. Yeah, you know what, Ubisoft? I think I'll pass. Who has friends nowadays anyways? Right? We're all lonely gamers. When creating an open world, you need to engage the player and keep him engaged in the game. You know what game does that? Witcher 3 does that flawlessly. You got your question marks on the minimap, you got the notice board, you can find information about the world. You don't know what's there, on that question mark, no, but you can go there and you can find out. You can find the monster den, you can find boss-like monsters, you can find bandit camps, a freaking underwater cave, an abandoned castle, and goes on. Just take your horse, point Roach to the way, and she will go take you there. Yeah, surely you'll find something to do, right? I mean, when you send your kid to the freaking Sandbox to play, you also tend to give that kid toy tools to play with. Like, people tend to forget that. You can't just send the kid there. He'll lay the fucking sand, dude. Kids are stupid. Kids are really stupid, dude. I'm telling you. But people who play open world games usually tend to be a bit older than toddlers. Most of the time, at least, right? You need to give them something, some toys, to play with. And, those toys could be collectibles or the towers from Ubisoft, which, proved really successful. Actually proved so successful that most of Ubisoft's games, such as Far Cry, Watch Dogs, and all that stuff, had towers. They had so many towers to discover the map and climb and do some really easy, simple puzzles that, you know, they overdid it. They actually overdid it, dude. And people got tired of that stuff. And maybe you can add activities like GTA 5 does, with triathlons, shooting range challenges, etc. Or, hear me out, do what Yakuza does. And dude, Yakuza, sure, it's not an open world game, but it does feel like one. You got restaurants here, you can actually go and sit down. You can go play baseball, you can go dance, you can go do karaoke, and bowling, fishing, and you can do that stuff as well in GTA. But I mean, San Andreas, you could dance, you could go firefighting, you could I don't know, I don't remember, I haven't played that game in 10 years, right? You can do more stuff in older games than you can do in a game that claims to be the pinnacle of modern player gamer expression, you know? Like, it's easier, sadly, for a developer to create an empty husk of a world and throw the player in there telling him, go ahead, pal, enjoy yourself, than to actually create a living world where, you know, the players can be a part of. You know, CD Projekt Red claimed a lot of things about Cyberpunk, or at least the marketing side of CD Projekt Red. You could, you know, I don't know, dress yourself, express yourself, tattoos, deck yourself out with augments or whatever, and, you know, you can't even dance. You can't even do a brain dance. You can't change your fucking hairstyle outside of the character creator, dude. You can't change your hairstyle in a game which prides itself on being the pinnacle of player self-expression. And you can't, and you're telling me I can't do something so simple as to change my hairstyle. You know, I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I'll say it. I'm tired. You know, corporations see gamers as just mindless banking machines, ATMs, you know? And they do that because we are not voting with our wallets, dude. FIFA 21 or Electronic Arts sold the same game 2 years in a row, but with a different name. Do you realize that? And people just ate that shit. It's nuts, you know, right? That's crazy. So, unless people start doing something, there's no salvation for games, dude. It's gonna be the end of us, or at least of good games, of quality games. And companies like CD Projekt Red, or Blue Bytes, I guess, or whatever, or whatever, I don't remember the names, don't pester me. You know, it's gonna be the end of those games. You're not gonna get a new Mass Effect trilogy, because people buy stuff that are not worth buying. And, you know, Sony wants to make games cost $70 now, citing that, you know, it's really expensive to develop games. But you know where most of their budgets go? Yeah, it goes to marketing, dude. The majority of a game developer goes to marketing instead of developing the actual game. And Sony is a publisher. Fuck Sony, they're a publisher. Take Electronic Arts that develops games, or Activision Blizzard, or whatever. Most of their money goes to marketing. And it's not, I'm not pulling that information out of my ass, it's public information, because those companies are publicly traded. They're in the stock markets, right? You can go find out that information by just googling Activision Blizzard quarterly report. You can find out where they're spending their money. Anyways, man, that's all I had to say. It's fucking tiring, dude. People are not voting with their money. We're losing quality games to corpos. And, you know, the dystopic world of Cyberpunk may actually come true for all we know. 2020 is not over yet. Alright, man. See y'all next time.